My name is Anthony Madonna, and let's get right into my persuasive speech. So, marijuana is already legalized in 11 states, so why not legalize it in the 39 others? Now, my proposal to you is that marijuana should be legalized in all 50 states of America, and there are reasons for that. The first being that there are multiple medical benefits that using marijuana can benefit people every single day. Another one would be that it is not a gateway drug, and people might tell you that it is, but that is not true. It is not. And lastly, it is not a dangerous drug to use. So for the first reason as to why it should be legalized are the medical benefits, obviously, and marijuana can be taken in multiple different ways. One study found that marijuana use can help control seizures, relax muscle tension, spasms, and pain. Now, the endocannabinoid compounds in cannabis can help ease symptoms for people with depression and anxiety. And those same endocannabinoids contain anti inflammatories known to fight the inflammation inside of your brain that is known to cause Alzheimer's. And most of the time, cannabis gets a bad rep. It's commonly perceived as a bad drug, which is not true. Marijuana is not a gateway drug for other drugs, which is another reason why it should be legalized, honestly. It is a misconception that people who start using marijuana first, they go on to do harder drugs. That is not true. Researchers prove actually that cannabis does actually the opposite of that, and believe it or not, alcohol does that. Also, if marijuana was legal, you wouldn't be able to buy it from drug dealers anymore, meaning that you won't have the opportunity to purchase hard drugs for them, and it would also open up new job opportunities for people who would sell the cannabis and the marijuana in the stores where you would have to purchase it from. But hard drugs can be deadly, but marijuana is actually the opposite of that. Marijuana is a safe drug to use, which is the last reason as to why it should be legalized. And since marijuana was discovered, there have been no reports of death from marijuana use, which is pretty incredible to think about. Also, marijuana is a lot less harmful than other drugs. And if it does become legalized someday in all 50 states of America, then it distracts people from the harder drugs, meaning that they can use cannabis whenever they want, and without having to worry about it being against the law. And lastly, when you're of age and it's used correctly, it can actually help cope with mental illness. So, since cannabis is safe to use, it should be legalized, should it not? In conclusion, legalizing marijuana everywhere has many different positive effects on many different types of people. Marijuana can help people medicate. It can be safe to use, and it prevents people from trying hard drugs, which is something we don't want on anybody. And that only leaves me to ask you one question. With all of these benefits in mind of marijuana, why is it still illegal? Thank you.